It's all Jesus.
Yo, this is Oracle. This is Barable.
Hey, what up? This is Chosen Will.
Yo, what's up? This is Chandler.
This is Exile.
This is Jay Philly.
It's your main man, Rocky Valley. You're listening to
CHH JAMZ.
CHH JAMZ.
Y'all's tuning into CHH JAMZ,
Where the bars come from the word.
You heard? Let's go.
Listen live to CHHJAMZ.com. CHHJAMZ.com.
God bless you.
Yo, let's see if my mic is working. Going live, impromptu. I think we're good. All right. I don't know if you're tuning in or not. Maybe you'll see this later. But I just wanted to jump on here and say a couple things. First of all, what are you doing? You need to tune into CHH JAMZ in about 5 minutes. The War Room Mega Mix is going to be live. I wanted to remind you of that, because I know because of the holiday, we were not able to broadcast the War Room this week. But don't forget, go to CHH JAMZ. In fact, I'm going to drop that in the comments just so you don't have an excuse. So you have the link, CHHJAMZ.com. The War Room Mega Mix is going to be live here in like 5 minutes. You don't want to miss it. I promise I'm not going to talk that long. I'm going to jump off here so I too can listen to the War Room Mega Mix on CHHJAMZ.com. Just wanted to bounce a couple things off of you real quick though. So the first thing is, obviously, like I said, we didn't do the War Room this week because of the holiday. Next week is a holiday too, but check this out. We're toying around with the idea. We will confirm tomorrow probably, but we're toying around with the idea of doing a special early and long episode of the War Room on New Year's Day. So stay tuned for a confirmation about that. In the meantime, I updated my website. You could go check that out too. There's so many things I could share with you right now, but just wanted to jump on here real quick and just get a few thoughts out. So anyway, as you guys know, I joined the CHH JAMZ team, helping out with programming music, and that's been a huge blessing. Super thankful to Orlando for giving me the opportunity to do that. Since I've been doing that, I've been trying to kind of figure out how what we were doing with the CHH collective fits into that. And I'm still figuring that out. Probably got to have some conversations with multiple people, but something that's been on my mind since I had a conversation the other day online with a friend of mine, TFL, another artist. What's up to Jonah? Shout out to Jonah for jumping in the comments. God bless you, bro. And Chosen Will's in the house. He's like, what is Exile doing? He's going live without me, impromptu. Anyway, one of the things that's been on my mind is to try to look for a direction with CHH Collective that fits in with what I'm helping to do over at CHH JAMZ and complements that instead of doing something that detracts from it or competes with it, because I'm committed to the mission of helping out with the radio station and everything that Orlando and the whole crew are doing over there. And so as I've been brainstorming ideas about what to do with CHH Collective, and I had that conversation the other day, one of the things that started to kind of, I don't know, I guess the conversation just sparked an idea, and we'll see what happens. But what I have in mind is this. What I would like to try to do is to build a hub. We have a CHH Collective website, and through the War Room and through all these different things that I've been able to be blessed to be involved with over the last year, we've been able to, myself and Will, I think, I speak for both of us, we've been able to meet so many awesome people, fellow artists and people that are just trying to honor God and use the gifts and the passions that he's given them to point people to him. And one of the things that I think is lacking a lot of times in Christianity in general, actually, in our country, but in music, in CHH, whether you're talking about independent CHH or the more successful end of the CHH genre, is unity, like pure unity, that's not self-centric and self-focused. It's not a matter of convenience, like I'll help you or I'll support you because I get something out of it. But actual like selfless unity where we recognize that when any of us win, we all win, which I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, is a term that was coined by my bro Word Rat. But I'm taking it. I'm using it because I like it. I believe it's true. I believe that when any of us win, we all win. And so I do not have an infinite amount of time to dedicate to stuff like this either. But I'm willing and committed to try to throw as much time as I can into that motto, right? Of trying to support my brothers and sisters in the Lord that are making music. And so anyway, all that to say, I have this idea to try to start to build this hub. There are other CHH publications out there. A lot of them started as grassroots movements, and the people that ran them were very accessible at one point, and there wasn't as much of a saturation of artists. And so it was easier to sort of like get access to some of the resources that they were building. And over time that's changed. And, you know, I think we've hit a point in CHH where there's sort of a divide, right? There's the professionals, right? The people that have made it big, and those publications that exist that, if we're being honest, most of us don't get access to unless we're lucky, or we want to fork out money, or we know the right people. And, you know, God can do whatever he wants. He can give us access to those things if it's his will. And I'm not trying to shortchange that or deny that, but I think it's important that somebody creates a resource more like what some of those other publications used to be. So I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but what I want to start out by doing is starting to maybe partner with people that are interested in building this hub where we can sort of, like, we don't want to control the process. We don't want to profit off of it or anything like that. This is pure ministry. But what we would like to do is start partnering with people to build a hub where we can sort of build like one place that we can kind of funnel people to folks that are part of this like community that I feel like we've been blessed to be a part of over the last year or so. And so a place where we can direct people, right, that they can go find like a whole bunch of artists and find, you know, easy access to their music. One of the things that TFL mentioned that I really love, he was talking to me about how he built a website, and he's trying to funnel people to his website instead of to these giant mega corporations that run all these streaming services, right, and give you like 0.5 of a cent for, you know, 100 plays or whatever they do. And so I think he's on to something with that. And I think we need to support each other as believers, as Christian artists, and part of a common community, right? And so when people do stuff like that, when they build these websites where they're selling their music on their own or through a service that at least gives them an opportunity to see more of the revenue. And you guys already know, for me, this isn't about revenue, but let's be honest, this costs money to do all this stuff. It does. And so I want to support people that, you know, are sincere and are about ministry, but are also looking for opportunities to help supplement the money that it costs to do this type of ministry. So if you have a website, if you have some type of service, a band camp, even whatever set up where you sell your music and you can see more of the profits of your labors, I want to try to build a hub where we can have like a directory and we can give people the opportunity to come to a common place where they can search for independent CHH artists and have quick, easy, simple, clean links to their music, to any other merchandise that they offer. And so that's what I'm interested in looking at starting to do. So anyway, all that to be said, I already went over the amount of time I was going to stay on here talking. The War Room Mega Mix is already live on CHH JAMZ. So what I'd like you to do is jump over there. You can listen to that while you do whatever else you're doing today. You don't have to stop and watch like you did this video. But if you're interested in building, if you're an artist, if you're somebody that tunes into the War Room regularly, or somebody that has followed and supported me, and you're seeing this and you're interested in building, reach out to me, exile@live.com or chhcollective@outlook.com. Send me an email or send me a message on social media, and let's talk about how we can partner up in a way that, you know, doesn't create another middleman. You don't need another middleman, right? I'm just somebody that knows some other people and wants to try to build and support what you and I and the rest of these people are all out here doing, making music to honor God and pointing people toward Him. So let's talk, let's chop it up. Let's figure out a way that we can bless and support each other and our efforts making music and honoring God. And we'll figure it out as we go. You know, if we start doing it a certain way and it's not working, you know, then it'll evolve and we'll figure it out. And hopefully we can come up with something that really does make a positive and lasting impact on what we're all trying to do, and supports all of us and helps us all be better and more effective and reach more people without detracting from what we're doing individually. So anyway, I love you guys. God bless you guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Like I said, stay tuned. We'll make an announcement before the weekend's over about what we're going to do with the War Room this week, possibly looking for a special episode that's longer and earlier in the day. But either way, click that link, go over to CHH JAMZ, catch the rest of the War Room Mega Mix. Have a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.